and then we'll get to Friday night and see what goes on. Which now 9 minutes from now is when that calmness starts to tighten up a little bit, and that heart starts to beat a little bit more. So we're getting ready for the national anthem. So
let's pause now for opening ceremonies.
Future members tonight, our band is joined by the 8th grade band, members of Varsity and Clayton Middle School. The band is under direction of Mr. Jason Bird and Stephen Rainbow, as well as Keith and Mr. David Underwood.
So we emphasize the electricity, how amped up it is. Usually we use crowd mics, Robbie. Not the case tonight. We do not have crowd mics tonight. We are amongst the atmosphere. That is the Comet crew. Jackie she even purchased a megaphone with a siren, and it's going to make all noises and everything else. Braxton, she did want me to check your mic, buddy. Obviously, you mentioned the game last week that's about going on in your alma mater and your alumni, Fuquay Varina and Willow Spring. Well,
right.
We beat both of those teams this year. This is rival football at its finest, and when it's rival football, all bets are off.
Right. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're Fuquay and Willow Springs. It doesn't matter if you're Clayton and Cleveland. It doesn't matter if you're Garner and South Carolina. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're Carolina and State. At the end of the day, you've got a football game to win. You've got a job to do. Every single person on that field, all 11 men at the same time, have a job to do, and that's kind of what these guys have to go through the night. Again, emotions are going to take over. We're emotional people. It's going to happen, but you've got to be dialed in and locked into each individual play every single snap. And the team that does that the best tonight, I think, will come out on top.
And here come the Comets now, getting ready to make their way on John Jacobs Stadium for the first time in less than 6 minutes to kickoff here, Robbie.
I just got to say, just like I do in the PA booth, you know what time it is? It's time!
his best impersonation of Bruce Buffer. Mark, what do you think of the team? The Comets, they look relaxed. They ready to go? We know the Comet crew's ready. They're making noise.
Yeah, it's packed. It's a packed house, guys. I mean, it is absolute practice. I mean, we're 8 feet from our fans right here.
They're parked on the side of the road.
They're still pulling in.
I hate for the people in the parking lot because they're going to miss kickoff.
My goodness. They're still trying to get inside this place. Mark, how comfortable and relaxed do you think the Comets are right now, boss?
I think they're good. I mean, they've done all the preparing that they can do, and, it's game time. If you ain't prepared by now, then you don't need to be here.
So the Butterflies aren't churning. Braxton, you've been in this level in the baseball side of things,
right.
Obviously ready to go here for this game.
Yeah, and one of the things that I will say, I liked playing road games in a rivalry game. A lot of people love, and don't get me wrong, I loved playing in Fuquay, and I loved playing at home in front of the Orange Crush. But at the same time, there is nothing sweeter than going into your rivals' place of work and going into their stadium and just beating them over the place and just hearing a hush fall over the crowd. There is nothing sweeter than that, and that's what Clayton looks to do tonight, because as I've seen right now, they look business-oriented.
Mark, Robbie, keys to the game, 5 minutes to kickoff. What are we going to see? What's Clayton got to do here out of the gate?
Take care of the football, finish drives, and keep your composure. Don't kick yourself in the foot and have stupid penalty, but keep your composure, finish drives, and let's go to the house.
Mark.
Score more points than the other team, hold the other team scoreless,
Play for 48 minutes, and then let's go drink a beer at the draft house.
There we go. That's our plans for sure. Is right now we're ready to see what these guys can do here. As right now we're 4 minutes away from the start of this contest here. Let the coaches get in, guys, so they can set up. The scissor lift ain't working.
They're working on it. It's a work in progress.
Boy, you could just hear the electricity, even as the captains now. Jackie, if you want to zoom in, the captains are at midfield right now. We see Cody Whitmer. We see, of course, River Fiore and number 8, Mr. Keyshawn Stansel. Cam, down to you. Obviously, you are amongst the field level. It has just got to be electric, even just before we get ready for the coin toss and the deciding on who's going to get the pigskin here.
Us right now. And I'll tell you what, it might be a little difficult for me to hear you guys sometimes. It is so loud in here. And I tell you what,
we turned up the volume a little bit for you.
Coach Chadwick asked for this crowd, 1, to show up, and 2, to be loud.
Yes.
And they have followed directions to a T so far.
Should be an amazing group. And a matter of fact, Kim, we're getting visits by the football staff above us here. They're joining us up in the booth to try to handle things. I guess the scissor lift isn't working.
Imagine that. We're at Cleveland.
Carlos, let's check in with the other member of our broadcast crew. Of course, our All-State Sideline reporters are presented by All-State, reminding you, are you in good hands? Carlos, I know your son has been a part of this for many years in Comets football. You know what this atmosphere is like right here, buddy. Good evening. Got to turn your mic on, boss. We'll check in with we'll try to check in with Carlos in a minute. So
yeah,
right about this time.
I tell you guys, like I said, I didn't see. Here they come! Here come the Comets.
It is
time. Cleveland did win the toss, so they deferred and they will kick to the Comets. Comets off to start the game.
There you go. Hey, while we got a quick minute here, Wes, before we kick it off, before the game, Friday Night Rivals came out, and Cody Whitmer, our inside linebacker, number 4, was awarded the Scholar Athlete of the Week award by FNR, which is Friday Night Rivals, and WRDC Sports. So congratulations to Cody. Well-deserved on that award.
There you go. Carlos, let's check in on you now, buddy. Go ahead.
He's still got nothing.
And we're picking it up. He just ain't, I don't know. Is his mic muted?
Check.
We'll check in with Carlos in a bit. All right. Boy, oh boy. So, Mark, if you're the Comets, you're getting the football first. You got to make a big offensive statement right out of the gate. Am I right?
You just need to come out, take the ball, focus on what your assignments are, control the football, control the line of scrimmage, and go down the field and score.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, I mean, that's critical. You're going to set the tone right now. Cleveland's going to be trying to set the tone defensively, saying, hey, I can shut this down. But now Comets got to sit there and they've got to say, you know what? I'm bigger up front. I'm badder up front. It's time for me to dominate. And let's see which, almost like they said, the immovable force meets the resistance, whatever. Here's what we got tonight.
You can hear the electricity. They're yelling, let's go Comets, Mark.
It's time for the number 1 offense in the Greater Neuse to face the number 1 defense.
Yep.
Clayton is allowing less than 9 points a game in 9 ball games.
By the way, Comets won last week 35-7 over the Willow Spring Storm. Garner barely survived by Cleveland. Cleveland got the win 28-27. Both teams are 9-0. It is labeled by many as the biggest game in state football high school Friday Night Lights tonight. And as the late Bruce Barrett called it for many times, the game of the century. This is the 14th meeting between these teams. Last year they played and Clayton lost 33-31 in a Hail Mary. Right now, statistically, 14th all-time meeting. Cleveland, of course, has now also won 3 non-conference games, 1 for Clayton. And, of course, if you're keeping the overall score, Cleveland has 10 total wins. Clayton has 3. Clayton has not beat Cleveland or won the Greater Neuse River 4A Conference Championship since 2017. Comets are 9-0 for the first time since 2017 and for only the second time since 1990.
Yeah, you're right, Wes. And that 2017 team actually beat the Rams twice. They beat them in the regular season and then had to play them again in the playoffs and took care of them in the playoffs
They
as
did.
well.
Yes, sir, they did. Speaking of that, that was a 35-13 win October 20th, 2017, and then November 17th, about a month later, 40-35 in the playoffs. Cleveland is about to kick the football to start this game.
They're lining up to kick it. We'll see what they do.
And I tell you what, guys, this feels like playoff football just right here. Right as toes about to meet leather.
Hampton
This is state championship material right here.
This should be played either at Carter Finley or something else. So I'm telling you.
Hampton Pender set to kick it off. The whistle for the Greater Neuse River for a conference championship.
It's
this
underway.
game is underway in John Jacobs Stadium. If you're the Comets, you want to come out, you want to get blood fast and first.
About the 30, 31, 32-yard line.
Yeah, nice return by the Comets here. Ball was kicked down into the far left-hand corner, come right back up the sideline. Nice return from about the 5 to the 31, so about a 26-yard return.
Here's your Hometown Realty starting lineup for the offense. QB1 is Aiden Smalls. Last week threw 4 touchdown passes over Willow Spring. Noah Smith, the running back. Wide receivers include Tavon Evans, Demarius McCoy, of course, Tyler Campbell, Damian Ellis, Tiny and River Fiore, Corey Robinson, Bay John McLean, Tyler Williams on the center. The right guard, Ivani Flores, Chase Perry, the right tackle. Possible starters also include Terrace Hobbs and Khalil Hamilton. 1st and 10 mark on the 31.
Comets going to come out. They're rolling. He's looking to throw. He's under pressure.
Smalls breaks by a tackle. Chance to throw. He doesn't. He'll run out of bounds.
Gain of 1, maybe.
1 yard, Robbie.
Gain
maybe
of 1.
a yard. Maybe 1 yard is what we see.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to pick up 1. He had his tight end right here in the flat early, but he got pressure on his feet there, so he couldn't get set and make the throw. But good start to the Comets as far as being open in the secondary.
Yep.
Braxton, what'd you see right there? Obviously, number 9 really pressuring on the defense. That was Jalen King really trying to run down Smalls, but could not get there now. 2nd and 9, ball on the 32. Smalls with Smith, a throw, open man, Darian Ellis. Ellis will run. He'll move his way to the 40.
Oh, come on. You can't pick him up.
Pickup of about 8 yards there, Mark, Robbie.
Nice play right there. He went a little stop right on the outside. Aiden got to settle down a little bit. His feet, he's got a little quick feet going on right now. So settle in, set your feet, find your receivers, and get the footballs to them. Nice play for 3rd and short.
Ball on the 39-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Comets here.
3rd and 2 on the 39, Braxton.
And that's one thing he's got to do right now. Drive 1 in this rivalry game, high intensity. You know, he's a little quick feet. Simmer down. Let the game come to you. You don't want to force things because that's when mistakes happen. That's
3rd and 2 on the 39.
Absolutely.
Smalls goes to Noah Smith right up the middle.
To the 40, maybe the 41.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be really close.
Aiden Smalls is saying
they're
first
on this
down.
side of the 40.
He's calling it right now. First down. Yep.
First down, Comets. That is our first. Atwell, Exterior Services.
He's winding the clock, and they hadn't even started moving.
Line. Oh, now they're moving.
They're fixing it.
There we go.
It'll be a 1st and 10.
Now, I thought that was a rather generous spot.
But it's a 1st and 10. That is an Atwell Exterior Services. First down now to the 41. Motion movement by both Hobbs and Fiore. From left to right. Smalls now with Smith. Smith fakes. Smalls holds the football. He goes up the middle, and he goes right into a pile of the Rams.
Yeah, short gain there. Really nice play design there, though. We kind of did a little counter play. I would like to see Aiden kind of give that football because the end kind of stayed put. If he gives that ball, and that's what Braxton was talking about, slow down, Aiden. Let the game come to you. Make your reads because you've got 10 other guys to depend on right here.
That was Porter Embler, defensive back junior, number 44, and senior defensive line, number 17, Nick McIntosh on the stop. It'll be a pickup of 1 by Smalls, 2nd and 9 on the 42.
Whistle. What was that for?
That was in the stands. I don't know.
Smalls throws it up the middle. Catch made. It's a catch.
First down, come.
Big first down, Mark.
Very nice right there. Great play design once again. You had 2 deep safeties across the top.
That's Tavon Evans, Robbie, that caught the football, by the way.
The officials are starting that clock really, really quick. The ball's barely getting set. He's trying to roll, but great. They had 2 deep safeties, hit the tight end up the seam. Great play call.
1st and 10 on the Cleveland Rams, 35-yard line.
Tavon Evans has scored a touchdown in 7 of 9 games this year. Ready now. 1st and 10 on the 35. Smalls gets the ball, goes right up the middle.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
Mark, he's going up the field. They ain't brought him down yet.
First down.
First down and more there, Robbie.
Yes, he's going to pick up 11. Little QB draw, which is awesome because you've sat back there, you've made a little nice pass completion, and then you've got the QB draw when everybody's spread out of the empty backfield.
That's Noah Smith coming back, getting the call from the offensive line. Boy, I'll tell you what, Kim, first series, Clayton really stepping up in a big way to move the football, and that's exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah, a little mix of run and pass so far. Comets are keeping them on their toes. They had empty backfield the last 2 plays. Now Noah Smith will come into the backfield for the Comets.
1st and 10, moving into the total refrigeration red zone. Noah Smith with the football right up the middle of the heart of the Rams defense.
Gain of about 2.
Number 17 on the tackle of Nick McIntosh. He had some help. His number 56, Brody Barnes, was also there.
Again, I like the play call because we're trying to establish that run inside the tackles. Let's get that going, see what we come up with, and now you can spread him out a little bit once they loosen up.
And this game is going to be won in the line of scrimmage. So, I mean,
I believe that, yes.
Offensively and defensively, you've got to establish the line of scrimmage. You got to put hats on hats, and whoever wins the battle in the trenches is going to definitely come out on top.
Got to establish the run, and you got to do it quickly. They can run, they can throw, they got tight ends, wide receivers, and more. Up the middle, this is again Noah Smith. He's moving into the red zone, Mark, as well.
They came with a blitz off the left-hand side. The defender ran by him, gain of about 4. Should be about 3rd and maybe 5.
Yeah, we did miss a block coming down there, but like I said, the beauty of it was that the blitzer was coming out of control, so he couldn't slow down, and the running back ran right by him. So we'll get there.
And the fact that the yards after contact, too, being able to, as soon as contact is made against a running back, keeping the legs turning, getting just a couple more gritty yards to get this to a 3rd and kind of medium.
So they're in the total refrigeration red zone. 3rd and 5 on the 19. They have held on to the football for close to over 4 minutes now, and we've got a timeout on the field. It could be a media timeout. It could be the coaches taking a timeout.
They're not sitting.
It won't be me. I'm sure it's going to be a team timeout.
Yeah,
they would not stop a drive.
That was definitely a Comet timeout. As you said, the media will not interrupt.
They saw something they wanted to talk about. So
and that's to me that's a great call in the first quarter. See how these guys line up defensively on 3rd and our first medium shot at it. Everything else has been short. This is 3rd medium. Where are they coming out in? And what I saw was, again, 2 deep safeties over the top, which means your corners are probably going to have your flats. You take over the top, the middle might be open.
Yep.
That's one thing I'd do, too. I'd also look at it maybe running a couple drag routes, see if you can get some guys to cross over each other. If they do, especially if they come out in man on this play right here, because they kind of give that zone look a little bit. Kind of go in man here, see if you can get someone, because, I mean, also, a drag route is going to be a zone and man beater. Absolutely. So if you can get someone kind of with speed on the drag route, that might be something Clayton looks for here.
Carlos, let's check in with you now, buddy. What's your take of this opening series drive for the Comets, man?
Still ain't got you, brother.
No.
You look good down there, though. Hey, for those of you who aren't watching or listening to the game is being televised on WRDC as the game of the week. So I think that's
Channel 22.
Channel 22. So if you want to see what good high school football is supposed to be, get after it, guys, and go watch some TV. But we want you to listen to us if you can.
Just right there.
So Comets are going to come in at 3rd and 5 right here.
3rd and 5, ball on the 19.
Trips to the right.
7:20 left in the first quarter. They have held on to the football since the kickoff. And Mark, that's a good thing to do, right? Run the clock down. Nothing wrong with it.
Nope.
Let's see if we don't get a little rub route right here out of the bunch set off the right. Oh, we're going to motion out of it. Okay, that's good.
Motion by Campbell. Flags are flying.
Yeah, we jumped.
There was 15 on the play clock, but there is a penalty. It's going to be on
dead ball.
Yeah,
offsides on the Comets.
Yeah, false start. 52, the right tackle jumped as we had 3 guys in motion. So just got to be patient.
And that's one thing I talked about earlier is procedure penalties. So you can't do that because at the end of the day, procedure penalties, now you're in 3rd and medium, you're 3rd and 10 now, and that makes it so much harder.
Yep.
And especially if you don't get anything right here, incomplete something, that's going to make a field goal attempt right here even longer than
they're
you want it to be.
They're going to go back to the line. 3rd and 10, ball on the 24. Motion by Campbell.
Yep. Same formation,
McCoy
same
checks
action.
back to right. Now you got 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Motion by Smalls up the middle. He's on his feet. The Weasel is loose here in Cleveland.
That's going to be
and
close.
He's moving the football.
He's going to have it, I think. He might be a yard short.
He's right on top of it.
What a drive by Smalls. It might be a 3rd or a 4th and 1.
He's marking it about a
First
yard.
down. No, first down. Got a first down.
Yep,
White hat calls first down. There we go.
Okay.
Here's a first down.
Thank you, Kim. First down.
Ball is on the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, Comets.
There you go. The Comet crew is taking over my comment. First down set.
That's right. Yep, 1st and 10.
So, 14 yards in the red zone. No safety.
That's a 0 coverage, which means they're packing the house. Don't be surprised. There's a handoff up the middle with nothing. Again, they're stacking every gap up the middle. See if they don't try to hit the edge with something, either speed option or some type of quick little pass to the outside.
They broke that out against Wake Forest when we were up there.
Yep.
Man, it seems like how long ago, first game of the year, we saw that.
They're showing a yard loss, but it looks like they marked it on the 15.
2nd and 11. Ball on the 15 now. They are in the total refrigeration red zone. They are still in the first series drive of the game. We're midway through in the first quarter. Smalls fires. Anyone home?
Intercepted.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Is it in the end zone?
Yep, intercepted in the end zone.
Interception in the end zone. That's number 24 of Theron Batiste.
And
not what you needed.
That's a mistake on 2 parts from my standpoint. Aiden's got to make sure that ball is caught by either his receiver or that guy's parents in the stands. He cannot leave the ball on the inside on the field of play. It's got to be overthrown or go make a great play. Plus, we could have been I hate it, guys, but that's reminiscent of the last play of the ball game last year on the Hail Mary, where they picked up what Cleveland did, and they caught the ball in the end zone. We did not play defense on that as underthrown.
Yeah, and especially on that ball, I don't want to say you want to dare to take a penalty there, but a offensive pass interference is going to be a lot better than a pick in the end zone.
Absolutely.
So, as a receiver, that's something you also got to kind of think in your mind. If I'm not catching this ball, nobody is catching this ball.
Exactly.
And after a 6-minute drive, it is a turnover, an interception, in the Rams are now going to go 1st and 10 at exactly the 20-yard line.
It's all right,
now
though.
the defense has to do what they've done, Mark, all year long, and that's just stop them. Your quarterback is Jackson Bird. Jackson Bird.
He's being under
Throw
pressure.
the football.
Right out of the gate.
He's rolling to his left. He's throwing.
Throwing. No, went home. It's incomplete.
There you go.
Right at the sticks.
Guys, I got to believe.
It might have been intended for number 52 of Brady Schmoyer, but it's incomplete, Robbie Boyle.
Yeah, I got to believe, guys, and again, looking at the scores of what's going on the last 3, 4, 5 weeks, the Cleveland Ram offense has not faced the defense, number 1, as physical as the Clayton defense, but number 2, and probably more importantly, as fast as the Clayton defense. Because right then, there were 3 guys closing in on Mr. Bird back there like he's never seen before.
Carlos, let's check in on you now, buddy. Cut your mic on. You need to cut your mic on. I think it's on mute. So we're going to check in with our other sideline reporter, Carlos. Kim Winslow has already been heard from her. Kim, as a matter of fact, that's just the heart of the dagger of the Comets offense.
Bird off the right side.
Got to make a stop here. Clayton's defense trying to keep them short here. I think they are.
It's going to gain about 9, though, so it's going to be a 3rd and 1.
And that's going to be the key to the Comet defense is whether they can contain Jackson Bird.
You do not want him rolling right. You do not want him rolling right. If you're going to flush him somewhere, flush him left because he's a right-handed quarterback and he cannot throw across his body without trying to get slow down and get his shoulder squared up.
Yep.
Carlos, take your batteries out of your mic and then start it over again. I really think you've got it jammed on mute.
3rd and 2, guys. 3rd and 2 for the Rams against the Comets.
Under 6 minutes left, you hear the Comets defense. They're making noise. Oh, they're rumbling the grandstands at John Jacobs Stadium. It feels like an earthquake on the monitor.
Look at the throw. He's under pressure. He's hit.
Throws it.
It's deep.
There? No,
he caught it. He caught it.
Number 3, D'Angelo Ruffin Jr.
That's a 50-50 ball that
My
Cleveland just won.
goodness.
And he was under pressure. The defenders were in his face.
I don't think that was really anything Clayton did wrong. More of just that was almost a perfect throw that Jackson Bird just made.
And we know how good of a quarterback Jackson Bird is.
Yeah, 50-50
Wow.
ball.
Just like that, it is a 1st and 10 on the Comets 35. Clayton
Looking to
got to
throw,
stop Bird.
runners
We need a
going
big play.
deep.
We need to intercept.
He's
They're
open.
throwing to the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Rams.
Number 13, he bit, and the receiver ran right by him.
Yeah, little double move out on the outside, little hitch and go.
That's number
Little hitch
3.
and go.
That's number 3, D'Angelo Ruffin Jr. that caught the football. A very fast scoring drive in less than a minute and a half, Robbie Morrell. The Rams have found the end zone here. First blood at John Jacobs Stadium on the Comets.
Yeah, but still look back at what Clayton did on the first drive. The Rams did come back. Now, the reason it was a minute and a half because we had some incompletions. Clock stopped. Whereas when Clayton took the ball for 6.5 minutes, they were running the football, so more clocks are going to run off. And that's a lot about what Cleveland's done.
Okay, now they're lining up to kick.
Now they're going to go for the extra point. It looked like they were possibly going to be going for 2. That's number 53, by the way. Or 56, Brody Barnes. Brody Barnes' kick is up, and it is good. 7-0. Almost half of that drive in the first quarter was taken away by Clayton. They ran the clock down, but then right in the red zone, it got intercepted. Clayton has got to change their strategy. And obviously, there's still plenty of football left here, Robbie.
Yeah, it's just about execution. Again, they drove the football right down the field. Great game plan of coming out. Made that one mistake. Then we just made 2 mistakes on the defensive side with 2 deep balls that were thrown. Really nice play and called by Cleveland on the touchdown. But the play before that, that was a pure 50-50, almost lucky, if you will, from our standpoint. We had great coverage, but the second one we had a busted coverage zone. We got to fix that.
Still plenty of football, Mark. 2 big pass plays, by the way, and that's what put Jackson Bird, and Ruffin Jr. in the end zone for Cleveland.
Well, that's all right. That's why you play the game.
Braxton, as we said, man, there's still plenty of football here left to go here tonight.
And there is still plenty of football, but one of the things kind of
and Clayton had a really good drive to start.
Right, that they did, and that's one of the things you gotta keep in mind is like you just waltzed down the field and soaked up most of the first quarter. So you got to realize, yes, you didn't put points up on the board, but now you got to feel like dispossession for momentum. You got to at least try and put something up here on the board. And I wouldn't be worried right now. This is, the one drive, you got a bit on a good 50-50 ball and a kind of a double move that you bid on. You kind of take that, learn from it, and if you can make the adjustment to learn not to bite on those, that's going to be the kind of telltale sign, because Cleveland's definitely going to want to go back to that play and try to exploit that again to see if they can get Clayton to bite.
Well, and that's Cleveland's mantra, the deep ball. So, Bird has thrown for like 350 or so yards for the past couple of games. So that's their thing. Big plays, quick scores. They're still vulnerable on defense.
Yep.
And the Rams will kick it to the Comets. Picked up by number 1, Noah Smith. He'll run with the football, and he'll go out of bounds.
At about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, again, good field position, starting field position for the Comets. On that last touchdown, as good as A.K. Cromell is, he's still a sophomore.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of learning to do. He's going to be a really good football player for Clayton for the next 2 years. But like I say, it just happens. He's a sophomore. He's young. He's a good physical player, and he'll get better as we go.
And they've scouted us like we've scouted them. They know who the underclassmen are.
Mm-hmm.
Clayton's got to just come back and quickly drive. Here's their second series. First series was an interception that was literally into the end zone after driving all the way up the field close to 70 yards. And now we got a whistle here.
What?
They're calling
What is that, Rob?
equipment violation on Noah Smith. Is that what they're doing?
Yes,
chain?
it is. He's got his necklace on. So they called equipment violation on it.
I mean, you should have thought you
That's
played 9 weeks of football.
It was for his mouth guard.
Mouthpiece.
He had it hanging.
Mouthpiece was hanging off the face mask.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Didn't have it in.
Yep.
Now, why couldn't they just said, hey, man, put your mouthpiece in, right?
They
Robbie?
could have.
I mean, come on.
Well, they were getting ready to snap the ball.
Under 5 minutes left to go here. Smalls will now go up the middle to Terrace Hobbs. Terrace Hobbs fighting to stay on his feet. Finally goes down. Number 15 and 0 for the Rams on the tackle. That's Aiden Stevenson as well as Sawyer Lowe. It'll be now a 2nd and 11, Robbie.
Yeah, well, second and 9. Second, they picked up one on the play,
Yeah, okay,
so they get second and 9. But again, I like it. We're kind of established something in between the tackles. Now, once again, I'll see something here. Go there again. Do speed option, something to get to the edge.
Second and 9. Let's see what we can see. The Comets
That's
go.
8 men in the
Fiore
box. Yep.
moving.
Got to check out of it.
Going to Smalls. Smalls will
Off
go
the left side.
Smith with a breakaway. And
First
he's on his
down.
feet through the chains all the way to about
Smith.
the 46-yard line and more.
That's how you beat the blitz, right up the middle. If they're coming in, you're going to go the A-gap off the other side. Perfect play.
And here's the deal, Mark. If they're going to beat you in your throwing game, throw it at them instead.
It's
Run
a game of,
Run
it's
the
a game
football.
of chess. Running opens
run
up the
throw
pass.
it, whatever.
Running opens up the pass. That's all I'm going to say.
7-0 now as we approach under 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter of the Greater Neuse River 4A Conference
block.
Championship game.
Go, Noah. Go, Noah.
Great
Go,
block.
Noah.
Midfield, Smith moves, drag, thrown, drops at the 49 or 48.
The variable that young man brings to the table is he's yards after contact.
Yak. And I tell you, 75 came across the zone, came across the line. What a great trap block. The guy comes across, his first opposite color jersey. Noah Smith cut right up underneath, picks up 7 on the play. Great job.
Second and about 5. Yeah.
And like
Gain of about 6 there.
And like you said earlier, you keep running the ball and you establish the run and you keep getting 4 or 5 yards of carry. You're right. That is going to open the pass. And I wouldn't be surprised if Clayton takes a shot here in just a few minutes.
Smalls keeps the football, runs up the middle, and they found him and brought him down.
If you're going to cut somewhere, cut to the outside. Inside is not where you want to go.
Correct. And I think Aiden will figure that one out. But he also should have seen there in zero coverage over the top, which means if he's going to the left right there, he's got to stay left. He can't come back to the right.
That's right.
That
That's
was
right.
Braxton Lowe, the linebacker, as well as number 55, Darrell Harriet, the defensive line.
Now we got 3rd and a long 4 right here for the Comets.
3rd and 4, Comets. Kind of quiet on the sidelines right now.
Empty backfield.
Defense trying to come alive. I thought Cleveland was going to run. They do not. They
First
throw
down.
the football.
First
First down. A small throw to the tight end, to number 19, Tavon Evans, the wide receiver, and it is good.
Great little three different hitch routes. Which one do I go to? The one that's uncovered, covered by the backer. Can't handle that inside guy in slot.
And actually, I believe it was Tyler Campbell that caught the football.
Cleveland brought pressure off the backside A-gap, so Aiden goes to the other side.
Now that I
hits a
think
slot
about it.
guy. Perfect.
And they're moving the chain slowly but surely. Braxton with now 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Still 7-0, but the Comets are driving. Here comes now.
He's open.
Throws it.
He's
up,
open.
man. No flags.
You got to catch that, baby. Oh, my God, you got to catch that.
Intended for Tavon Evans. It is
He can't hand it to you no better. Come on now.
Great play call by the Clayton offense right there. Evans is getting behind the defense. Ball was laid out there perfectly. Went right through his hands, so we got to have that in big games. Got to have it.
That's the plays you got to make.
How sweet was that, Kim Winslow? I mean, literally just butterfingers right through the player's hands.
Well, there was good coverage by the defense on that one.
2nd and 10. Opportunity on first down. Good job. You got 3 more downs.
They're at the 43.
Clock.
There is a whistle. Coach Chadwick's calling for a timeout. This
That's
is
because the clock was running out.
Yep.
They winded this clock. They're not waiting for anything. I'm telling you, dude, the 25-second clock. Woo!
Well, I'm looking at some stuff right now, and again, even on a passing completion, I'm going to watch when the other team has the football, because they threw 4 passes in their first drive, and the clock did not start as fast. Well, I'm going to watch it.
I'm telling you, that's home field advantage.
We're going to look, but it's not supposed to be that. It's not
Send it
supposed
in, right?
Yes,
Just send it
absolutely. Absolutely.
And you should know, Robbie, you're a very respected veteran referee as well as a commentator.
You've got to have the ball set. Your positions have to be set and ready to go, and your chains have to be set. At least the down marker has to be set before you start your clock. It's rolling pretty quick.
Not in the Greater Neuse, you don't.
Under 2 minutes left to go. This is for the Greater Neuse River 4A Conference Championship.
I don't know what they do
4A
in
for
Hertford and
varsity
Quemens and
football.
all, but they don't do it like that down here.
The winner of this game possibly will get the number 1 seed in the East. The team that loses will drop between 11th or 12th in seeding once they decide the bracket by next Friday night. First playoff game will be November 15th. Clayton does have a home playoff game scheduled. McCoy.
Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby.
And Robbie, that's all you got to do.
Gain of
Just
about
don't
8.
make the big throws,
Really
the
nice
big
play.
plays. Just run
Get the
football
ball in your
field.
playmaker's hands.
2 words for you: dink and dunk. I'll take it.
Exactly. And then right now, Clayton's doing a good job offensively of keeping things simple and not overcomplicating scenarios that don't need to be overcomplicated.
Yes.
If you can use the KISS principle and keep it simple, stupid, then you can move the ball down the field.
Smalls
up the middle.
Smith up the
First
middle.
down, Comets.
Moves the
Nice
chains
play.
again.
Right then, Noah Smith put his right foot in the ground and dropped 17 McIntosh. He grabbed for air.
Heading to the 30-yard line as well. It'll be at the 31. First
40
and 10 on the
seconds. We're already
31.
down to 28.
Look at that. Wow.
And one thing I've also saw is the decision from Clayton backs so far is once they put their foot in the ground, they make the cut and stick to it. They're not bouncing around. They're seeing the hole and hitting it.
First and 10. Ball on the 31. Smalls
Handoff
to
up
Smith.
the right.
Noah Smith, room to run and more.
Good.
And he goes up
To the
about
25, 20,
25.
maybe the 26.
Maybe a pickup of about 5 or 6 yards as well.
Yep.
What a drive by number 1, Noah Smith.
Ball's not even set.
The ball's not even
And we're at
marked.
30.
I'm telling you.
Little home cooking, if you will, Mark. Did you call it?
Yeah.
Noah Smith, by the way, missed 4 games with a hamstring injury. He went down in the first conference game at Fuquay Varita. Good to have him back 2 games away. Under 30 seconds now left in the first quarter. Look at Aiden Smalls running the football. Yes, keeps it on his own.
That's probably going to be the last play of the first quarter, but it's going to bring up 3rd and short for the Comets.
But one thing right there, again, is just kind of the patience, too, and seeing the holes. But if you're getting kind of 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and even more than that, more than 3 yards of touch on the ground, I'm sticking to the run until they stop it.
Hey, what did they say, 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Yeah,
4 downs, that's 12 yards.
I was about to say, if you can get 3 yards every time you touch the football, you're bound to score eventually.
I'll throw a little Bud Wilkinson on him.
Oh, boy. First quarter is done. They're going to flip-flop them on the field. A 3rd and 2 on the 23 when we come back. Comets, Rams, Clayton, Cleveland for the Greater Neuse River 4A Conference Championship. This is also the top of the hour. We'll pause for 10 seconds of network identification on CRN Friday Night Lights.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM. Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
Fractions of a second can be the difference between victory and defeat at the finish line. America's favorite bull ring is back in action for a summer of Friday night NASCAR Regional Series racing. Tickets are just $15 and available online in advance at WCSpeedway.com or at the gate starting at 6 on race nights. Wake County Speedway, 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh. WCSpeedway.com.
Check the back seat. Check the back seat. All right, come here. Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good. Because every year, dozens of children are forgotten in the backseat of a car by a parent or caregiver. All never thought it could happen to them. But with changes in routines, distractions, or a sleeping child, it can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. So get it in your head.
Check the back seat.
A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's a good one here at John Jacobs Stadium. 1 quarter down, 7-0. Robbie Burrell, Mark Coates, Braxton Kutchin, Wesley Outland. We're trying to get a mic working for Carlos Martin as well as Kim Winslow. She's our All-State Sideline reporter. Kim, down to you. Obviously, I know Cleveland's on the board first, but Clayton is driving the football. They've held on to the football offensively longer than the Rams have.
Yeah, it doesn't matter time of possession. It matters how many points are on the board.
That's
Comets
right.
Obviously turned it over in that first series.
The middle's wide open.
Cleveland territory, they need to score on this
coverage.
possession.
Nobody over the top, zero
Could
coverage.
be a trick up the middle. We'll find out. This is his 3rd and 2 on the 23.
No. Beat him outside. Beat him outside.
It's going to be short. It's going to be short, but it's going to be really close.
Short,
no, he
but
called
inches,
it.
maybe.
He called it first down. He gave it to
he
him.
said first down. Well,
Now
he
let's
gave
watch
it to Smalls.
The 40-second
It's
clock has
already down to
started.
7. It's already down 7 seconds, and the son of a bitch ain't even been set.
Hey,
The 40-second clock.
And now they're resetting it again. They did reset the 25-second
No,
clock
it was
again.
40.
No, it's just run down there.
It's
a
run
40-second
down. It's
drive.
how far it's come.
Wow.
It's 40 seconds per play.
Now that's not the referees. That's somebody
That's
up in the booth,
top, but
right?
yeah.
Smalls.
Keep it.
Keeps
Great
the
perfect
football.
call.
He's on the edge.
He's on his feet, running to the end
To the
zone.
3-yard line.
He is
What's the clock?
just about 2 yards shy from a touchdown.
40,
He
40.
is that
Hang
close.
on.
The ball's not set.
The 40-second clock's already started.
He literally
It was down
2 yards
6
from breaking
seconds before the
goal
ball
line.
was ever marked.
Well, the ball is still not marked. It just now got marked. And we're 11 seconds.
So the ball was going to be placed at around the 2 or 3 yard line, and maybe even actually more than that. They might have said he went out of bounds further. No, they're resetting 1st and 10 up the middle. That's not what.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Get out of there.
Touchdown!
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
baby.
There you
Make
go.
something out of nothing.
There you go.
And that's what you got to do. The Weasels loose in Cleveland. Aiden Smalls. Touchdown, Comets.
What a great play. Individual play by Aiden, but you had 10 other guys blocking for him. He was stopped, spun out of it, got out of a tackle, and got to the end zone. Nice individual effort by Mr. Smalls.
It was a 1st and goal on the 3 mark, Coach. And we saw the Weasel, Aiden Smalls, in action. That's why I gave him the nickname. Somehow he breaks through the line, finds the way to get to the end
Snap,
zone.
the hold, the
Chris
kick is
Mahaya,
up.
extra point.
It's
We're
good.
tied,
It's
baby.
good. Tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. So here's the way that Clayton, again, can win this football game, exactly what he just did. That drive there, Wesley, took 5 minutes. Okay? So when you're going, you got 2 drives, 11, 12 minutes of time, and you're limiting the possessions for the other blue guys. Limit their possessions, you control the field.
And it is so
The
good.
athleticism of Aiden Smalls. He looked like he was going to get stopped after about 3 yards. Instead, he bounced off the defenders, turned to the left, went down the left sideline, scored. And that's why he's getting recruited to NC State as an athlete, because he's got such good athleticism
At
about
that
him.
end of the field, you see who's standing down there?
He's standing right in the corner. He's making notes. He's on his phone right now making notes.
I saw that. I was like, that was perfect time.
Yeah.
Right there watching.
Yep.
There is an NC State recruit here to watch. QB1.
Oh, there ain't no NC State. That's Dave Dorn.
That's head coach Dave Dorn.
That's head coach Dave Thorne here.
Head
My
coach Dave
apologies.
Dorn
It
is
is.
here.
So
And
the big guy's here.
and
I'm
right
sorry,
now-
I'm an Alabama fan. If I saw Kalen DeBoer, Nick Saban, then I would know it.
And right now, he's seeing something that actually State's defense does a lot. Is a lot of cover zero, and right now he is beating it back and forth and up
How
and down.
cool is that?
Exactly.
Pooch kick.
And by the way, running the ball down, Robbie, Mark, that's what Clayton's offense did. They held on to the football longer than Cleveland did. Get in the head of the Rams, Robbie, am I right?
Good
Here we
play.
go.
Good.
That boy.
Push him
Number
back.
20. Number 20.
Delmont Burke.
Delmont Burke. Delmont Burke.
That's how you break down and tackle somebody, baby.
Delmont Burke made
Textbook.
an amazing stop there.
Textbook.
Amazing.
Textbook. Coming down 35 yards.
Choppy feet.
Full speed. Breakdown. Choppy feet. The receiver or the runner or the kick returner tried to kick it outside. Delmont stayed his ground. Took him down himself.
He
Awesome
attacked
job.
the inside hit, chopped it up. Man had nowhere to go.
And
That's
stuck
right.
with him, waited for his teammates to get there, gang tackle, and that's some momentum for the Comets, especially coming out here on defense.
21 yard
Sure
line.
is. He lost a lot. It's 1st and 10 on the 21. The Rams way back.
Now get a
Clayton.
stop. We're going to play
You need
man.
you need an interception
We're gonna
right
play
here.
man on the
Interception
outside.
or a fumble. Come on, Amy, coach. Will it happen? Normally when she does, it happens in the booth. 1st and 10, ball on the
Fake
21.
handoff, inside
Jackson
pass.
Bird, catch
He's
made.
hit.
Yep.
Ball
He
was
held
juggled
on to
and
it.
caught.
He
Nice
called
job.
it number 3, by the way. That's D'Angelo Ruffin Jr.
And I tell you what, he was lit up like a Christmas tree now that we're heading towards the holiday season, but he still hung on to that.
I
Yeah.
think that was a mistake on Cleveland's part. He had 2 receivers in the same zone.
Yes, he
Right.
did.
Number 3 happened to catch it as he collided with his own guy, and then our guy took him down. The ball popped up.
Just don't give away the inside, baby. Don't give away the inside. Don't let him get. You got to move up. Move up.
Bird goes to the running back up the middle. He'll run the football.
Whitmer.
Maybe a pickup of about 2. That's-
Whitmer and
First
11.
down.
Yes.
Whitmer and Tyrell June. Whitmer and Tyrell June.
That was number 17.
I'm going to tell you what, they don't want to
Yeah.
be here all night, do they?
Man.
Must have a hot date or something.
Coming off of a game that lasted close to 3 hours last week against Willow Spring.
I don't understand.
Wasted no time tonight. 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
We're going to walk back.
And he moved.
He moved. Rams moved.
Back him up.
Back him up 5 yards. The Rams moved.
Clayton came out that time and man press coverage, but then they started to walk out of it right before the snap, before the penalty got called. So let's see what they do here to disguise something else.
That's, by the way, number 51 that moved of Jamarius Pegues.
The Comet crew's telling him he can't do that. So
we are in the grandstand amongst the crowd. Even Jackie Posey is trying to keep the earthquake from rattling the camera here tonight at John Jacobs. Jackson Bird on a first and 15 throws the football. It's caught quickly out of bounds.
No, ball's incomplete.
So it's
He dropped it.
pass.
He called it complete. No, he's saying incomplete. I can't tell.
He said
He called it.
He called it, but then he stepped out of bounds.
He called it complete, but the ball came out. And the official, I thought he might be saying incomplete, but he said complete.
Are you insinuating that the receiver is supposed to control the football?
Nope, not at all.
That was Cody Larkins, by the way, on the defensive coverage.
Complete the catch. 2nd and 5 for the Comets here.
Derek Longe chiming in, one of our CRN colleagues. He says he thinks whoever has the football in the last series will win the football game.
Yep.
Right now we're tied at 7. 2nd and 5. Jackson Bird under pressure. Oh, they couldn't bring him down, and he's going to weasel his way out of it. And it's incomplete. No flags, by the way. Good coverage.
And now,
good coverage once again. Great pressure by that Comet front, and that's how you got to keep Bird off schedule.
Wow.
that too, and now it brings them to 3rd, and I would assume obvious passing down situation unless they're really confident with the run game. But right now, with how Clayton's defense plays, I think it's 3rd and obvious passing down situation.
Now,
they're going to throw the ball. Yep.
Now, my mind, I might be moving my number 8 around a little bit. He's on the right-hand side, my defensive end. Do you loop him up the middle, or bring him on the other side?
Well, what you can do when you look at it
down,
is,
guys.
Yep, let's go.
Play clock down to 5. 3rd and 5. They're trying to pressure Bird. Bird,
try to
can
run
they
it off?
stop him?
Hand it off.
He's going to run it.
He broke out. Delmont.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Delmont got him again. Delmont got him.
No, it's not close.
He's going to be short. He's going to be 3 yards short. 2 or 3 yards short.
2.
Delmont made a great play.
Burt laid the lumper.
And I guess I don't know.
Wow.
I guess I don't know anything because they ran the ball there. So that's probably why I'm up here and not making play calls.
So here's that thought process.
Wow.
I guarantee you they're going for it. They thought in the sidelines, this is 2-down territory.
Right.
We can get 5 and 2, so we're going to run. Be expecting a quick pass of some sort right here or QB draw.
They're going on 2.
Or maybe one of those. Maybe
go on 3.
And they might be trying one of those double moves again to see if they can catch Clayton biting.
On 4th down, I don't know, but we'll see.
They got to step up here. 4th and 2. Jackie to the left.
Quick or QB draw.
Bird. He'll throw it. Is it caught? It's short. It's going to be close.
No, he's in the first
I think
down.
he got it. I think he got it.
He got about 2-3 yards.
And we talk about it right there.
That's
again.
why
We said
Number
quick pass.
12, Jaden Tibbs that caught the football.
You can't be any deeper than what the line of scrimmage or the first down marker is. Don't give that to him.
That's Jaden Tibbs that caught the football. Wide receiver number 12 for Cleveland. 1st and 10 on the 45. 8 minutes left to go now in the first half of this game for the Greater Neuse River 4A Conference Championship. These two teams might be in the same zip code, but they do not like each other. You will never see them sit down at a Waffle House for a post-game party.
Hand off.
Nice play by the defense right
And
there.
they push them back.
Line of scrimmage.
Wow.
Yep.
Big stop there by number 6.
Yeah, Mackay Ford,
Foyer.
Tynell June, and also Cody in there on the play again. Gang tackling, nice job defense.
And I'm going to go ahead and say it. 2nd quarter, 7:45 to play.
Wow.
Halftime, beginning of the 3rd quarter. Who gets the football?
Comets get the football.
Clayton gets the football to start the 3rd
No.
The Rams get the football.
That's my apologies, yes.
Get a stop.
So this is an important stop is my point.
Get a stop, go score.
Yeah, Cleveland will get the football. Usually Clayton gets the ball on the 3rd quarter, but not
Delayed
tonight.
blitz, here they come, across the middle.
It's incomplete. No one's home.
He heard some footsteps coming.
Yes, he did.
He thought it was Halloween because he got scared on that one. I'm not even going to lie to you guys.
That one might have been ugly. So, but you know, hey, now we're 3rd and long.
10.
This is exactly what we want to see. 3rd and 10. Can Clayton get a stop? because if it's third and medium,
right,
Cleveland's going to go.
Right, and they're
going
to do 2 down territory. Now I think I'd venture to say I'm safe bet on this one, third and obvious passing down.
They're going to pass, and they're not going to throw anything any shorter than 8 or 9 yards to get to that yard marker.
Expect the pass, 3rd and 10 on the 45.
We got leverage coverage on all the receivers.
Jackson Bird.
Watch your back out of the outside.
Move to throw. They're going after him. He threw it, deflected it.
Incomplete. Number 9.
Oh my God!
Number 9.
Keyshawn Stansel, number 8 from the backside, hits the quarterback as he throws the football.
And Malachi
Atkins almost got the football.
Absolutely.
And fantastic to sit there and swat at the football defensively to break that pass up, because that was going to be a completed pass.
Was that close, Braxton?
He was absolutely open. He was absolutely open. Great play by the defender. It was number 9, Malachi Atkins.
Yes.
Broke it up, ripped their hand up through the middle, and knocked the ball away. Great job.
Kim, right down in front of you. It was that close. He almost had his hand on the rock. And they'll punt the football.
There we go.
Fair catch.
That was close. It was a fair catch.
At the 25-yard line.
Kim, how close that was. And what a stop by the Comets defense to keep those points for Cleveland.
It was. And that's where, making a play on first down keeps them deeper in the chains, and that's what the Comets have to do. They were allowing, big first down plays previously for the Rams. And look what happens when you get them a little bit behind the chains.
Yeah, we were talking about keeping Bird off schedule, and with the rollout to the right, that's what we had a great stop on first down. Keep him off schedule. Now they become a little bit more predictable.
Guys, there is a TV timeout. We'll take one with them here in the Greater Neuse River 4A Championship.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on.
I've been practicing.
What, the cello? You want me to lower the hoop?
Foul.
What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Okay, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Wait till your father gets home.
Atwell Exterior Services, the time is now. With mortgage interest rates up, so many smart homeowners are renovating rather than moving right now, and those who hire Atwell Exterior Services in Greenville are thrilled that they did. For residential roof replacement, roof repairs, roof inspections, and more, done right by a local family business with awesome customer reviews, please visit AtwellEXTServices.com or call to set up a free inspection. Atwell Exterior Services, honesty, integrity, experience. The time is now.
So defensively, the Comets were able to stop them. It is a 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. We're tied at 7. I'm Wesley Outland, Mark Coates, Robbie Worrell, Braxton Kutchin up in the broadcast booth. Our All-State sideline reporters, Carlos Martin, we'll get there with him eventually, and Kim Winslow. Jackie Posey on camera.
There he is.
Middle, incomplete. Oh, right up the middle. He was
under
airborne.
pressure, but the ball
Airborne
was there.
Tavon Evans.
Oh, man, that's
Great throw by Aiden.
He was airborne, Robbie.
Great throw by Aiden. Wide open. Great play call. That's twice on. Tavon's.
Wow.
Let's loosen up, relax a little bit, act like it's a roll of toilet paper, and let's catch football.
And we got a Cleveland player down, cramps possibly.
Cue the Superman theme, because he was soaring through the air just a moment ago, Braxton.
And that he was. And one thing I kind of want to talk about right here while we've got an injured player down
Player
the field.
45 is down for the Rams. That is Cameron Melvin, the linebacker, defensive line junior.
And one thing I kind of want to talk about is we talked about the Clayton defense on the first drive. They gave up the 2 deep balls that ultimately resulted in Cleveland scoring. Right there on that drive, you kind of saw Cleveland, I don't want to say take their foot off the gas pedal a little bit, but kind of change the tempo. They were kind of up-tempo that first drive, slowed it down, and that kind of played to Clayton's favor a little bit, not allowing the deep balls, getting set, pitting their ears back and getting some pressure on the quarterback.
I would not change anything at all if I'm the offense smart coach for the Comets right now. Am I right?
No.
Kim, down to you for another All-State sideline report.
I was going to say, just keep an eye on Aiden. He kind of took a shot on that last play, and it's almost a benefit to him that there was an injury for Cleveland, because he needed to shake it off a little bit.
Shake it off a little bit. He'll shake it off. We're ready now with a 2nd and 10, ball on the 26. Last play incomplete to Tavon Evans. This time Smalls.
Get rid
They're
of
coming after him, and he'll throw the ball out of bounds.
Oh, come on, really? You going to let him do that? Did you see him flip him over yonder?
I did not.
He did. His feet were straight up in there.
The play clock has already been reset. Again, 40 seconds. It's ticking
brought
away.
Pressure.
They didn't even put the ball down.
Cleveland brought pressure on that play, and I thought they had a screen.
Maybe they
set
don't
up.
know what they're doing over there, Mark. You need to school them over there, teach them.
Hey, look, Robbie noticed it first.
I mean, our line judge is not even here, and we're down to 50. Oh, they just reset it to 25.
Now they set it
Now,
to
see,
25.
and that's what I saw the last time. It was at 40, and then it reset back to 25
Well,
when they
here's
put
what
the ball
happened.
down.
The officials were discussing whether or not that ball was tipped. Okay, and they finally decided it was tipped, but he had already, the guy at the press
Yeah,
box
but if they
had
don't
already
see
started
it, that's the penalty on us.
Wow.
Yep, they reset it. So
Play
that's good.
clock down to 20. This is, by the way, under 7 minutes left to go. Comets now, 3rd and 10 on the 26. Tied ball game here. 7-all.
One-on-one coverage on the bottom.
This is for the Greater Neuse River 4A Championship and possibly the #1 seeded in the East for the playoffs. Smalls gets away, moves left, moves right, gets on his drop. Good, it keeps on going. He runs out of bounds. Boy, the defense were pressuring in there.
15.
My goodness.
About the 15-yard line. They brought the house.
Yeah, a 10-yard loss on that one. Aiden tried to keep it alive, but 10-yard loss. What I like about the end, he almost decided to throw the ball back late across the middle. And do not do that, my friend. Do not do that.
Aiden Smalls, 106 carries this year, 765 yards. 7-yard average every time he has his hand on the football. 8 touchdowns this year. 4th and 20 on the 16. A big loss there. Just punt the football if I'm doing it, Braxton.
Right, and he almost committed the cardinal sin as you talked about. You don't want to throw that ball back late across the middle of the field.
Chris Mahaya with a big leg, and that's time it's not the best punt. Wow.
Shank, there's a flag.
That ball's going to be marked out of bounds at about the 32 or 33-yard line.
What the flag is.
32. There's the 30.
Could this be a hold?
28-yard line.
A holding
it
call?
could be a hold on the outside.
Could be a hold on Cleveland here, which could kind of set them back, which would be killer if you're the Rams right now.
Yeah, the ball has been marked at the 30. Yep.
So they'll put him back at the 20. And there's a sideline warning being given by the referee.
Is that the flag, sideline warning?
Sideline warning being given by the referee to Cleveland.
All right, D.
We saw a couple of those last week in the Willow game.
We sure did. Wow, we sure did.
We saw more than a couple of them.
Here's where the defense has to step up right here because they're starting, short field for Cleveland. And again, you don't want to give momentum with 6 minutes left to go. They get the football coming out of the half.
TV timeout, maybe?
No, it'll be a
defensive.
It is a TV timeout.
Yep,
the TV people are on the field, so we'll step away and take one with them as well.
Timeout! Listen up, get tight.
This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there, and we need to regroup.
Hate.
Hate is winning out there.
Not on these fields.
In our communities. On our streets. In our schools.
And we need to stop it.
So let's take this moment
To change the momentum.
and call a timeout
On hate. Together.
Together.
I'm a bird stuck in Larry Bird's attic. And I'm going cuckoo.
What the heck?
What you got, Larry? May the best bird win. Rick. You may be a legend on the court, but you're an amateur up here. Heads up, Larry. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Now you're the bird stuck in the attic.
Midway point of the first half, second quarter. We're still tied at 7. Comets had to punt the football. There was a sideline warning given to Cleveland. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 30.
Rolling right, looking
Rams
at the road.
are in
He's
good
down the middle.
field position, and the catch made. I believe that's number 5.
Yeah, sat down right in the zone. Clayton's in his zone coverage, too deep. Sat right in the zone, completed, picked up about 15.
Malachi Thomas, by the way, caught the football. Number 6, the wide receiver junior for the Rams.
Yeah,
and just like that, a 1st and 10 becomes another 1st and 10 now, Braxton.
Yeah, and if you're Cleveland right there, that's exactly what you're looking for from a receiver standpoint. Find the soft spot in the zone, and if you can find it, sit
Jackson
down
Bird up the middle.
Somebody needs to drill him a couple of times, and he won't do that.
Well, they gave the option look, so they were giving a little speed option look, and he put his foot in the ground and going with the quarterback draw.
Yep.
So it's a design quarterback run for him, I believe, right up the middle.
6 foot senior junior at 190 pounds, Jackson Bird. Got a running back to the left, and Nick McIntosh
cuts it back up the middle.
goes up the middle. Boy, they're just running the football like the way we did, Braxton. That's all they're doing right now offensively, the Rams are.
Yeah, right now. And if I'm Clayton, I'm looking to try and see if I can get a punch, a scrap on a football right here. You know, just anything to try and see if I can force a turnover. Because right now, bend but don't break is kind of got to be the mentality of the defense right here. You got a short field to start out for Cleveland on offense. So if you're Clayton right here, kind of don't want to break for real. You just gotta, you can bend a little bit, but you've got to at least hold him to 3 here. You would imagine.
Yeah, I said Nick McIntosh. It's actually Caleb Farrell.
Nice play out there on the outside.
Incomplete.
Fantastic.
They were trying to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete there, Robbie.
Is that 13? Yeah, AK. There goes AK again. Again, they're trying to go to the sophomore. They think he's young, but what they don't understand is that he's still pretty good as a 10th grader.
Right.
He's got several offers.
AK Cremel, the sophomore,
Yeah.
number 13 for the Comets. Great coverage there. It's now 2nd and 7.
And then did a great job of getting his head around, too.
Get your mind
finding
right,
the ball
Get your mind right.
and getting his arm up in there to make sure that pass was not
Let's
completed.
just call it 2nd and goal on the 7-yard line, because that's where we're at right now. 2nd and goal on the 7. Comets defense got to stop Bird. They need a big play. As Farrell begins to
Quarterback
move.
draw. Watch out.
Bird looking. He is going to go up the middle. Room to run. They got to stop him, and they will. I think he's short.
Gonna be about the 3-yard line. Gonna be about the 3 or 4 yard line.
3rd and goal on the 3 for the Rams coming up.
So my question is to you, Robbie. What are you calling here if you're Cleveland to try and get in the end zone?
Well, again, you've got 2 plays,
right?
And from my standpoint, they've had success running the football. I'd go ahead and try and run some type of power play right here, either QB counter or something of that nature as you're going into the lines. Let's see what happens.
Clayton's making noise for the defense.
Now, depending on what you do here, does that determine whether you go for it on fourth down?
You've already decided. You've already decided.
Interesting.
And
not take the 3.
If you lose yardage. If you lose yardage.
Bird. Pressure. Stop him. He throws it up. Is he there? It is an easy touchdown.
You can't do that.
Malachi Thomas. The Rams score again.
He was all the way over
here. They literally were pressuring Bird, and then Bird just literally launched that rocket. Nobody where Thomas was in the end zone.
Throwback. A great play design is the throwback play. Bird just kept getting depth, and then number 8, Malachi, came all the way from the right outside receiver to the far left corner of the end zone, and Bird threw it to a spot and let the receiver go.
How do you even cover that?
You don't.
It's hard. It's hard. If you're a man coverage, you got to go the whole entire distance.
I know.
They're going to go for the extra point, by the way. Number 56, Brody Barnes, the sophomore, 5'11", 168-pound kicker safety. And he will kick it perfectly through the uprights. It is good. 14-7.
And the bright side here, if you're Clayton, is you've got 4.5 minutes to go put some points on the board.
At least tie the game, right?
Yeah, you got to put some points on the board, tie the game. You got a plethora of time. And if you can use all 4:26 of that and not give Cleveland the ball back, that'll be optimal here for the Comets.
Let's get another All-State sideline report. It's brought to you by Allstate, reminding you, are you in good hands? Let's check in with Kim Winslow.
Yeah, you think we've talked about just how big this game is. It means something not just to the current Comets, but also the former Comets.
Oh, yeah.
On the sideline so far, I have seen, obviously, Will Coates, Sawyer Worrell, Donovan Spellman, Peyton McAllister, Jordan Caldwell, and I'm sure I'll find some more. But this means something to these guys.
And there are also Comets alumni in the grandstands as well of the past, Kim, here as well.
Yeah, this is absolutely a big game, guys. And like I said, it's great to see the support from the fans. It's great to see. Oh, yeah. And the beauty of it is that it's not like this just because it's this game.
No.
The Comets have done this for the last 2 or 3 years, which is awesome. Great community support. Yes. We travel well.
Yeah, it's not over yet. By the way, the Comets, this season has won 8 straight regular season road games. So keep that in your statistic box while we're here at Cleveland.
And one of
right
the
now,
things
14-7
about this game.
I don't know. I don't know if I would chance that, honestly.
I would not give the Comets the football in a short field. We just did it, and Cleveland saw what happened.
I don't see it happening as number 56, Brody Barnes, will rocket it. And they're going to run with the football back. Got blockers, got helpers, and he's cruising.
There's a flag.
There's a flag thrown in.
Let's see what happens. That was Richardson on the return, wasn't it? 82, I think.
25,
Samaji.
27-yard line, maybe.
Let's see what we got for a foul.
Flag on the play with 4:20 left to go here in the first half of this game.
Hit out of bounds, maybe a
No, it's going to be against the Comets.
It's going to be a hold on the Comets.
Holding on Comets. Holding on the Comets.
Yeah,
you notice the pattern. They're kicking at their sideline every time they kick.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
They did it in the first quarter. They just did it again.
Yep.
So it's holding on the Comets. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. So that's going to put them at the 15-yard line. They're at the 25, Robbie.
Yep.
So they're going to go back 10 yards. It'll still be 1st and 10 on the 15.
4:19 left and 85 yards in front of them. So
run the football.
You're
right?
fine. Do exactly what you're doing. Exactly. Do exactly what you've been doing.
The difference in the ball game right now is the blitz.
1st and 10, Smalls.
Bringing pressure.
Smalls fakes it, holds on to the football right up the middle.
Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe one.
Yeah, he's going to gain a half a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 9. Again, that's a long read. That play is a long play to develop. So there's a lot of chase on the backside.
And can I say something else, Robbie, Mark, and Braxton? If you're Aiden, don't put it all on yourself.
Yes.
You've got offensive weapons. We've seen them all year. Tiny and River Fiore, the wide receivers. Don't make it be where QB 1-2 has got to run every play.
Correct. Absolutely. Do exactly what you've been doing. You're fine.
2nd and 9. There's a throw. That's McCoy. They can't bring him down yet. They're going to blow whistles to blow the play dead. Number 24 will be credited with the tackle. That's Theron Batiste.
The play was still going on, and the 40-second clock had already started.
Yeah,
that's
you're
ridiculous.
keeping an eye on that.
I need to know who's running that because that's driving us crazy. That ball, it's going to be down. Let's see if they reset it.
They've got to reset
This is
it.
a 3rd down.
It's still counting.
3rd and 9 coming up.
And that's not us.
And the clock hasn't even been reset to 25 yet.
I'm thinking
it's not going to.
It's not going to. It started at 40. Chadwick's going to have to take his last time out. He's going to have to. You're at 3 seconds.
No. And that's
wow.
That is so bad. No, they reset it before they ever put the ball down. They hadn't even finished the play.
There was never a reset. Wow.
That's a joke, guys. You got to be better than that.
Man, oh man. And this is definitely frustrating not only our Comet staff, but also Robbie and Mark that knew how to run the play clock.
Well, I run the clock, and he umpired.
That's right. We need a big play.
Aiden, don't have to throw it.
Aiden Smalls. He'll fire it. Anyone home? No. And, man, it looked to me like for a second there, number 80, Darian Ellis just
40 seconds clock just started.
Man.
I know.
Lost
the ball
running. They're going to punt the football. 4th and 19.
You got to punt the football. Let's get one off.
Man, Darian Ellis looked like they – you're hearing the Rams over there. Ram Jam, as they call themselves.
Safety. Ball goes over the kicker's head.
There is another 2 points for the Rams.
Y'all can get mad at us if you want to, okay? But at the end of the day, the inability of the clock operator to run that clock causes us to get a penalty call. We rush out, and because of that is the cause of that right there.
Safety. Yeah, you have safety.
You can tell me I'm full of it all you want to, but that right there is the cause of the safety, and that's the referee's fault.
Well, I'm hoping that Coach Chadwick has been told because he's got to have some conversation.
Wow. So that safety will put another 2 points on the board for the Rams. It will now be 16-7.
And we kick the ball to them.
But here's the thing. What makes such a deal right there,
man,
because of that, them rushing that, not catching that now makes this a 2-score game even with a 2-point conversion.
Yep.
And one thing is, Cleveland gets the ball back right now, and they get the ball to start the second half, too.
They're going to get 2 free drives, what they're going to get.
Absolutely.
We're going to kick it off from the 20-yard line. We'll have our choice of either kicking it or punting it.
Oh, man, this is so frustrating.
So they're going to punt they're going to kick off the football. Clayton will back to the Rams. A safety was called. So they get 2 points added. So now it is a 9-point lead. And now Clayton has just got to stop them here.
Hit it.
Boy, I thought he was going to trip on the grass. And he's not going nowhere. About around the 35. Boy, did y'all see number 9? Malachi Atkins run in there and make a big hit up before the whistle.
Come on, defense. Y'all got to make a play.
I mean, Robbie, this game is not over.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's frustrating that if you're watching the play clock and the way that you should officiate that, and that's being costly for Clayton.
The back judge is not doing his job. It's plain and simple.
Well, he's looking at the clock.
He's looking at it. That's his job.
He's looking at that. He's seen it when it's set. It's got to be something said.
First and 10, ball on the 38 for the Rams. Jackson Bird gets the call, goes up the middle to Farrell. Farrell will run. And, boy, he was literally upended like he was just, boy, slammed hard to the ground there.
13, AK. Was that AK?
I want to say that was AK Cremel. Yes, it was. Number 13, AK Cremel. What a hit there, Mark.
13, hold on. Is that 17?
Yep,
hold on.
And we got 17. Cody Larkins down.
Yep, 17 just went down.
He went in low. I don't know what happened, but.
We have a injury timeout on the field. That'll let us step away and take one with them as well.
Timeout, timeout, timeout!
Listen up, get tight.
This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there, and we need to regroup.
Hate.
Hate is winning out there.
Not on these fields.
In our communities. On our streets. In our schools.
And we need to stop it.
So let's take this moment
To change the momentum.
and call a timeout.
On hate. Together. Together.
I'm your GPS. Turn right up ahead. You never update me, so now I just have to wing it. I meant turn left up ahead. Recalculating. Turn right now! And your 15-minute insurance might not pay for all this. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Recalculating.
Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate.
Cody Larkins back to the sideline, getting checked out by the trainers and the medical staff. First and 10 on the 49. 2 minutes left to go. Robbie, start your 2-minute defense if you're the Comets, right?
Absolutely, and you got to, like I say, you got to shut them down. But Cleveland's going to try to go down and get some points somehow. So they're going to try to find a chunk play.
We need a big play.
Yeah, but if I'm Cleveland, I'm not trying to score quick. I'm trying to run.
There we go, nice play.
Farrell goes nowhere as they bring him down. Big loss. Holy cow. And are they throwing a flag? Are you serious?
They are.
You got to be out of your dang mind.
If you think the clock is on cooking.
They never blew the whistle.
And if they did, you could definitely not hear it at all, especially with this game. You got to understand, especially if you're the officials, it is a rivalry game, so guys are going to be a little amped up.
2 penalty flags.
Now,
I see one here, and then I see one at the 45 mark.
15 yards.
Foul. Clayton.
That's going to give them a first down.
Yeah, first and 10.
I just don't see where the penalty was.
Well, they're going to get it for unnecessary roughness because but from my vantage point, 55 had a hold of him. The guy's still moving, trying to get away.
Right.
He gets away. We hit him again. We flag us.
Yeah, I mean, it still
he
seemed
was
like
not stopped.
He was not
no
stopped
forward
or down.
progress had been called. None of that. So to me, the play's still alive, and I didn't hear a whistle either. So I mean, if I'm on the field, I think the play's still alive.
Correct.
So I don't know how you throw it there, but
I'm Coach Chadwick right now. I'd be raising Cain.
But maybe that's why I'm up here.
He's pacing pretty well.
I'm trying to understand that, like literally. Wow.
All right, defense, stay on top. Stay on top, stay over the top. Nothing behind you. First and 10 on the 38 now. And already in Comets territory, the Rams
Gonna
are.
hand it
Big
off.
penalty. Bird going to go to Farrell.
And where's the edge? Keyshawn was being held.
We've got to keep our edge contained, guys. We've got to maintain the edge
He
contained.
turned him inside. He didn't contain the outside.
Correct.
And if you're Clayton, excuse me, you got to be defensively sound here because it looks like Cleveland's trying to run the ball, break them down, and then look to run the clock, and then maybe try and take a shot over the top and see if they can steal some points.
It'll be a 3-score game.
Exactly right, Braxton. Exactly right. They try to go over the top here in 2 plays.
Closing in on 1 minute, 15 seconds left in the first half. There are still people trying to get in the parking lot at John Jacobs Stadium. Bird throws.
Be out of play.
Incomplete. No one home. It was intended.
The ball's over here on the track.
And the clock's already reset at 40 seconds. That guy don't know what the hell he's doing.
The ball's over here on the track.
Well, there's a football in play.
He I
know there is, but my God, he started it.
I know.
Yeah. And now we got a timeout being called by Mr.
It's third down. They want to talk about it. Is
Orange
that their
Hat and Scott Riley.
Yep. And I think the best thing about that is the fact that ball's incomplete. It's a third and a hefty medium. Yep. No, I wouldn't say full long yet, but third and, passing down unless they're already committed to going forward on 4th down like we talked about.
No, I think at this point in time, Braxton, what they'll do is if they don't get it here, they'll kick a field goal because they want points before the first half. They'll let the clock run all the way down. All the way down, and they try to kick a field and get Clayton no time up.
All right, so with that being said, what have you got to run here, Robbie? If ball's on the 34, that's a 51-yard field goal.
Again, if I'm Cleveland, I'm going to run my little stop routes or some type of bunch formation with a rub route of some sort, get somebody stopped right at the sticks, and then throw it back to him quick.
Ball's on the left side of the hash mark. Yep. So
and Bird is a right-handed passer, so he's probably going to look to this side. I would expect a bunch set down here, or at least twins down here with some type of stop 5-yard hitch route.
I'm also looking for, again, that route we saw in the first, that double move. Because Clayton right now, they're looking for that little stop route, the little hitch.
Yep.
If you can catch a biting, that could be a free 6 for Cleveland.
Got to figure out if you're
Do not play off of him.
Here we go.
It's a mental game.
It's a 3rd and 6. Comets defense need a big stop here.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right.
And the crowd's getting loud again. You watch the camera.
There's the rub route. There's the rub route.
Bird.
There's the rub route.
And they got him. They stop him, and he throws the football. Oh, it's caught. Get him. Stop him.
It's face mask.
And he swung his helmet off probably 20 yards downfield.
Face mask.
And number 5 definitely being a little more animated than what needs to be.
I mean,
my goodness.
The quarterback's going down as he's throwing the football, and it's a jump ball.
That's an athletic play. He had to he knew exactly where his valve was for his trouble spot. It's a running back sitting over here doing nothing. And guys, that's drawn up in the classroom or in the film room, saying, "Hey, I got to keep a safety valve somewhere. I'm going to look downfield. If nothing's there and I start to go down or get pressure, I can dump it off because I know there's a guy there every single time."
And that's why he dumped it off to the wide receiver Malachi Thomas. And then the Comets got a face mask penalty.
And that's also trust.
Here's the flag on the play, and it is a
15-yard
15-yard penalty.
2 15-yard penalties on this drive.
Jeez, man.
And like you said, that's also chemistry. That's built in the classroom. That is weeks and weeks of preparation, knowing that's exactly where my guy's got to be. I could throw this blind, knowing he's going to be there and catch it.
Oh boy, we got a player that's getting sick on the field.
Where?
Number 71 for Cleveland has just regurgitated on the field. They called for a timeout. Blake Paulus is the one that definitely was showing signs of fatigue, and he just choked up his cookies.
Tossed his cookies, as we said. Well, there'll be an extended delay because that has to be removed from the field.
Yes, there's throw up on the field at the 14-yard line.
I'll bet you a drink after this game over. They don't do that. That's a grass field.
It's supposed to be cleaned up.
Kind of reminds me of that movie scene from The Replacements. With the guy with the eggs.
Eggs.
Hey,
sorry, guys, I had eggs.
Let's just put it this way. It's the first thing they've done together as a team.
That's right.
Reminds me of Tennessee offensive line, too.
Thunderstruck. Dar.
No. Mandaska. Mandaska.
Also reminiscent of Tennessee's offensive linemen when they had first in 2022 under Josh Heupel with that high-powered offense. Them linemen get tired, man. They got to run down the field.
Running.
They'll be sitting there in the huddle just jogging.
Guys, I forgot to introduce the Hometown Realty Comets defense. Tyrell June, Josh Kelly, Keyshawn Stansel, Delmont Burke, linebackers, Brandon Faison,
Uh-oh,
Cody
I might
Whitmer,
lose that
Malachi
bet, Robbie.
Atkins,
I might
Tayshawn
lose.
Walker, Cody Larkins, A.K. Cremel, Makai Foy, possibly Dre Parker, Malachi Burke. And they are cleaning the field, I think.
Well, I
Are they
don't know.
trying to?
I'm waiting to see.
If that guy walks past the huddle,
Somebody get out
with
of
a bucket of water.
Somebody
There you
get
go.
a mop and
There
a
you
bucket.
go.
There
I
it
owe
is.
you one.
Hey, listen,
right.
you posted paint a picture in radio. That's exactly what I did.
I will collect later on
The
tonight,
guy
Mark.
lost his cookies.
If I was a bet man, it's probably not cookies. It's some kind of
No,
pasta or
it's
spaghetti
some-
sauce.
yeah, it was-
That's right.
Spaghetti-o, right? Spaghetti. And that's exactly what's going on. They're cleaning the
They're
field.
watering it down.
They're cleaning the field.
Trying to dilute it. They're trying to dilute it, and they're trying to wash it as far away as they can. Now, they should have a shovel and start scraping it. He's kicking it with his feet, so that's what he's trying to do there.
Now, see, back in, me and my buddies at that happened,
Just a spoonful
We
of sugar
try and-
helps the medicine go down.
right.
Kim, down to you.
I was going to say, when you can kick it,
Yeah.
that water's not doing anything. I think I was about
No.
to lose my cookies.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Kim.
And they're coming back to water. No, wait a minute. They're gonna give the referees some refreshment.
Yeah, they got to clean the field.
How
right?
long
They
did
gotta-
you get? So how long do you get here, Robbie?
As long as it takes. As long as it takes, brother. I mean, the whole idea is to keep everything safe, keep it clean. But see, and this is not about safety for the most part. This is about hygiene.
Right.
Okay, because
yeah,
the
it's all
body
about
fluids.
hygiene, yeah.
Yeah, body
you don't
fluids.
want to slap on throw up.
Well, yeah, correct. I mean, if you get a cut and you see blood, you're supposed to go out and have that wrapped up as well.
Yeah.
So, kind of the same situation.
My God, what?
He lost it all the way down the field,
he
guys.
came
That's
up-
what I'm trying to
yeah,
tell
oh, yeah,
you.
yeah, 2 or
I
3
didn't
times.
see it. I
He got
just saw
sick
him
at
down
the
here.
line of scrimmage, and
Oh,
then
no.
when he went back, he was vomiting all the way to the sideline.
Correct.
and here's the thing. My buddies, and especially in a rival game, they would try and make the tackle at that next spot to make sure you're thrown all in it.
I'd be like, hey, buddy, come over here. There's a place for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Chad was having a discussion with the white hat.
Under a minute to go. Jackie, zoom in if you can there. Under a minute to go. Look at this here. Coach Chadwick is definitely.
Little animation.
No, he's just having a discussion.
Yeah, just kind of giving his side on something here. The referee is the white hat. We don't know who they are, by the way. Yeah, see, whatever. Ain't this the guy in the back here? Ain't that the back judge?
No, that's the side
judge.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the side
Coach
judge.
back
Chadwick
judge is
is
out
pointing about
yonder.
something. Yeah.
He's a tall, thin guy all the way in the back there.
Coach Chadwick is pointing about
They're
something.
going out there
obviously.
they're going to have a conversation about something.
Yep.
Will they overturn a call? Will Cleveland
No.
get mad and do like Texas and throw water bottles on the field?
No.
What do you think the conversation is, Mark?
I don't have a clue.
Hopefully it's about the clock.
I
think, Robbie, that's
it's
what
about
it
the
is?
clock.
You think
If those two officials went to the other as a group, they're having a conversation going, guys, we need to watch this, see what's going on. But they also may be saying something about control of the game because, again, when we got the face mask,
Hang on,
the
look.
helmet,
The referee's coming over here.
the helmet went 20
Jackie,
yards
zoom
down.
out. Go to the left.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I mean, things happen. Face masks are part of the game. I don't believe the youngin did it intentionally. Okay, so I don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with the face mask, but I don't know how the helmet ended up 20 yards down the field. That's what I saw. So I was like, I don't know.
Well, it just looked like an aggressive tackle, and when he got the face mask, it looked like it just came on, and when he released, it just kind of went with it. It didn't look like he took it and threw it 20 yards downfield.
That's just playing the game, though.
Right.
Yeah, and when
Kim,
he
what
was
did you
tackling him, he was spinning, and so the
Right.
momentum of his
I got you.
arm just
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of swung it.
Yeah, but I guarantee you that's not what the other side is thinking.
Oh, no,
Oh,
of
no.
course not.
That's intentional. That's unsportsmanlike. He should be
Here
ejected.
comes the referee.
You got to use any advantage you can get, though, at the
Well,
same
they do.
time.
Riley's right beside
Scott's
him.
coming
Coach
too.
Scott Riley's
Yep.
walking with the
If I-
referee.
So this
to
is a
find
control.
Coach Chadwick.
This is a control thing. Now, here's step number one. For me, the guy in the red hat right there should not be coming to my hash mark. You stop in the middle
Meet
of
at
the football
midfield.
field.
Don't go to our
Stop
side
in the
of the
middle of the
field,
field.
right? Yeah.
Exactly. Stop in the middle of the field. That's exactly what this conversation is about, guys.
Why is
we
the
don't want this
side
to come out of
judge-
control.
I mean, they keep pointing back to those guys, but the side judge, I mean, is he the one that's got the problem?
Meeting of the minds going
Now-
on between Coach Scott Riley and Coach
Now
Scott Chadwick.
they could be having a conversation to where they now keep the time on the field. If they don't like that, then they could have that conversation.
Are they-
They're
Or
moving.
they're calling
going to
halftime.
the. Huh?
They're calling.
No, they're flipping the field.
Flip the field. Flip the
They'll
field.
play the last 58 down here.
Yeah,
Yes, that's correct.
They're doing cleanup of the field over here, so they're flipping the field.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
They still got to do a little bit more cleaning of the vomit.
Well, we got to do a little
At the
cleaning of this
14-yard
14
line.
yards. Yep, 14-yard line.
Boy, and if I'm Braxton, if I'm Clayton's defense, I'd take advantage of this. Right?
Yeah, I was getting ready to say the same
yeah.
thing. This is a mental reset.
This
You
is-
were kind of
yes.
on the ropes.
You just cost one of your players on the offense to get sick. You're getting in the head of the Rams.
Well, I mean, not even that. Just the fact that you were kind of on the ropes a little bit. You have a little bit of time to catch your breath. You have time to set. You kind of have time to just sit there and, here's where I've got 58.5 seconds of my 100% best effort to not let them in this end zone.
Watch roll out left right here with
This
four
is a
guys on the
first
side.
and 10 on the
Empty
14.
backfield.
Bird
Fades,
throws it up. Catch made.
And there's a flag.
There's a flag. Watch for offensive interference here because there's a lot of separation late.
There's no call for his touchdown.
Ton of
There's no
separation late.
signal for a touchdown yet, but there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, it looked like OPI. It looked like some late push and an arm extension by the
Ton of
Cleveland
separation
receiver.
late, like I was saying. Ton of separation late.
It's a penalty on the Rams.
Yeah, and that's exactly. And again, that's what that break does. If you're Cleveland, you hate to have that break.
15?
Yeah, it should be 15.
15-yard penalty, so it'll be now first and 25. I think it's holding on Cleveland.
That'll be pass interference. It's pass interference.
15-yard penalty. There you go.
Yeah, there was a lot of separation. Like I said, a lot of separation late because great coverage and the ball's in the air, and all of a sudden you saw 3 yards of separation come about.
Just
and that ain't going to
instantly.
happen. That's not going to
And
happen.
can I say, Mark and Robbie, props to the officials for making that call.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's right on time of it. His job is that pylon, and he made a great job. He did a great job at it.
So a first and 25 now on the 29-yard line. Clayton has just got to stop them here to go to the locker room.
Looks like we're going to get a timeout.
No. Mouthpiece or
Mouthpiece
something.
violation. Josh Kelly coming off to the sideline. Number 21's coming in, Anthony Holloway.
Now, here's something you got to see now.
Equipment violation on the Comets again.
I was talking about discipline early on in the game, right? And you have Cleveland take that offensive pass interference penalty. If you can get a TFL right here, if you're Clayton, man, does that shift things.
Yes.
For being at the
Tackle
14.
for loss. We need it.
There's pressure.
Bird.
There's holding. There's holding. They got it. Got it.
Incomplete.
That's right. We got a hold back here. They got the.
There's
they
holding
got,
on the Rams, ain't it?
Yes, holding on
And
the
that's
Rams.
going to be 10 more back.
That's holding on the Rams, so
Who
that's
was
going to
that
be
putting
now
the
first
pressure
and
on?
35.
I think it was coming off the back left. Was it Keyshawn coming off the backside?
Usually that's number 11.
Then it had to be 11.
That was Tyrell June, guys. Tyrell June.
Off the backside, he was being held coming off. Was a great aggressive rush. Nice little move, kind of an under move as we call it. He got to the outside shoulder of the tackle, dropped his shoulder, rolled his hips, and got by him. The guy had to grab him.
Derek Longe, we've never gone off the air live.
So that ball was on the 29. It
hours
should
of
put it on the
airtime.
39.
Yep.
It's got to be on your end. Check your buffering. Holding will now be a first and 35.
And now look where you are.
Now,
39.
now you've got to be sure that nothing goes over the top.
The coaches. Okay, they called the
timeout.
Why did they
And again, right there, TFL.
But because it was behind the line. That's why. There was a foul behind the line of scrimmage, so that's why you mark it from the line of scrimmage 10 yards back. Right, Robbie?
That is correct. For those of you who don't know, they marked the ball from the former line of scrimmage because the foul was committed behind that line.
That's right.
If
It's
that foul was committed
That's
in front of it,
right.
no longer a spot foul. It used to be a spot foul, but they changed it 2 years ago.
Right.
Now, if the foul would have occurred past the line of scrimmage, they would have gone from that spot.
Right.
But because
Gotcha.
it happened behind the line of scrimmage, they go to the line of scrimmage and then go back.
Gotcha.
It is the Greater Neuse River 4A Conference Championship. It is all on the line here. These two Goliaths going at it. They don't like each other. They might be in the same zip code, but we've said there's this rival between Cleveland and Clayton, Comets and Rams like the Hatfields and McCoys. 16-7 right now your score. The Rams up.
Now you've got to be sure, like I said, nothing over the top, because that's
And
where
don't
they're
let
going to
him
go.
fire the ball, right? Because
Nothing over the
Jackson
top.
Bird can throw a rocket. We know it.
I'm going to back my safeties up a little bit more.
First and 35.
He's looking left.
There he goes,
Jackson
right there.
Bird fires.
It's okay. Now
Catch
make a
made.
tackle. Make a tackle. That's okay.
All right, so now this is Mark's question.
32 on the coverage for the Comets defense.
Stiff arm to the face mask by the.
It's not a face mask.
It's not. That's
Nope.
why I'm asking.
Unless you take it and pull him down with it or push him down with it, it is not a face mask. I can do whatever I want unless I grasp it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Malachi Burt that had a whole hand of the defender there that caught the football.
Gain of about 15. They got about half of it back.
Yeah, still brings up second and 22, second 22 from the 25-yard line.
Yeah, because they got to get
I just
inside
say
the 5 for the
run the clock
first
down.
down.
Try to run this clock down. Don't let them score.
I'm going to keep them in bounds as well.
Down
Check
the
the
middle.
bird fires. Anyone home? It's incomplete.
Again, this late separation by the Rams receiver there, but ball was overthrown, so decent coverage there by the Comets.
Yeah, video person was off in la-la land on that play.
Ball on the 25, so let's see if the Comets can hold them here.
42 yards.
Be a 42-yard attempt if they opted to try to kick it.
They absolutely will try to get points.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 21 on the 25.
Try to make it a 3-possession game, absolutely.
And I would kind of play almost like a cover 3.
Well,
like
I'm going to keep them in the field of play.
Bird.
There's a screen to the
throw,
outside.
Catch made
He's got a convoy.
He's got to go up the middle. He is on his feet. He is pushing, driving.
Now it's a different
He's in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Comets.
No,
touchdown Rams. He's in the end zone. A 3rd and 21.
They used the receivers to clear out the flat and went with a little dump pass.
Wow.
That's a gutsy call there.
That's a screenplay.
A 3rd and long, and you just got to know sometimes that's what coaches do. They're playing for the field goal, and if you can break something like that, then you break it.
Backside screen is all they did. Safest play in football. Some type of little screen play with your line getting out, faking like they're blocking, roll out, and then they had a convoy to the end zone.
Amongst all this that was going on, they still were able to get to the end zone, and they'll go down for the extra point.
23-7.
That's Brody Barnes. 23-7. This is the first time this season the Comets have been in this type of a predicament.
They were down 2 scores. Were we down 2 scores to Wake Forest?
Not that I remember.
I can't remember. I know we were down.
Holly Springs?
We were down to somebody 2 scores.
I think it was Holly Springs.
It might have been.
Wasn't Holly Springs when we came back in the second half?
I think it was Holly Springs, maybe. 23-7 right now.
Well,
Kim Winslow, back down to you. Obviously, Clayton's
that's
defense.
just a great play call, all that was.
Yeah, that was just perfect
against
up the
that
line for
defense.
Farrell and ran to the end zone, but Clayton's got to get out of this hole now.
Yeah, there's a little bit of frustration on the sidelines. Not how they wanted to start. We were just talking with some of the players trying to remember what the score was at halftime last year. We looked on Max Preps, couldn't see it by quarter, but we all believe we were down probably 10 or so at halftime last year.
Mm-hmm.
And we know the Comets have had big third quarters. They make second half adjustments, and that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to regroup, make adjustments. You just hated to give up, 1, that safety, and 2, that score, because, as we said, the Rams will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Cleveland is getting ready to kick it again. Back to the Comets. If you're the Comets, you just want to find a scoop and score drive from the kickoff return.
What's the chance he returns this?
Brody Barnes kicks it.
The middle, off the
Comets
left side. Oh, he's got the sideline. He's got the sideline. He cuts up the middle. Comets are going to score. Comets are going to score. Comets score. Yes.
No flag.
Yes.
No flag.
Yes.
No flag.
Yes.
No flag.
Yes.
Mark, did you say
what's the chance, baby? What's the chance?
And there it is.
Can I get a whoop?
That's right. We're gonna get it going.
Please don't break my mic. Please don't break my mic.
I'll pay for it, baby.
Oh my goodness.
I'll pay for it.
Oh my goodness. And you're going to go for 2, Chris Bahia.
No, you're going for 1.
They're going to go for the extra point, actually.
Take the point.
Chris Bahia will go for the extra point. It'll make it a 9-point game. Uprights. Good. Comets back in this game by 9 Braxton.
That's right. And it did a fantastic job, too.
I just felt it.
Who ran?
I don't have a clue. A Comet. That's all that matters.
Was it McCoy? Kim? Boy, it's loud in here. Cam, down to you after the C-Man celebrates.
Sorry, I was having a little chat with Demarius.
Kim, was it McCoy, number 5?
Yes, it was McCoy. Demarius McCoy ran that back.
Demarius McCoy, number 5, ran it back.
And boy, I tell you what, once he got past, he turned on the afterburners.
Demarius McCoy is the one that ran it back. Number 5, guys.
Demarius. It was one of Elon Musk's satellites coming by. That's what it was.
Demarius McCoy. There we go.
Demarius McCoy.
And they did a fantastic job getting to the sidelines, find the holes,
Yes.
commit into
Braxton,
it, and then turn
do
it
you
on
go
the
for an
outside.
onside kick here?
No,
I would not.
no.
You got 12
Apparently,
seconds.
we're switching sides again.
We're switching sides.
Yeah.
Oh, Demarius McCoy going to the end zone.
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I know he's got speed, but boy, the
Mark
jets
just
that he turned on.
prophesized it, Ken.
I've never seen him run that fast.
Mark just said, I wonder if he can run the distance of this kickoff return. And Mark, he did it. Number 5, McCoy.
I couldn't see where he caught it, but it had to be about the 2-yard line.
Yeah,
so.
it was close around the
Close
5-yard
to
line. And
98
went
yards,
Yep.
95 yards running the football.
Box him in.
And now you're going to throw a
Flag.
flag. There's a flag on the play.
That's probably going to be a block in the back, so let's see what we got.
And they'll probably
give
move
them
him back.
5 seconds. They're just going to move them back. They'll
And
take a knee,
Cleveland,
go into
yep.
the half.
But, man, what
You just can never count out the atmosphere of this game, Robbie.
It's
you
one
think
single
it's
play.
one way, and one thing can change the entire structure of the format of how these two teams play one another.
You got to take it one play at a
It's
time.
a one-score game without the safety.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Without that safety, it's a one-score game.
Right now, as far as I'm concerned, that's still on the clock operator.
Yeah, it's there. But the penalty was on the Rams. They are going to move them back. Again, I would expect them, but you never know in a rival game.
You never know.
He may drop back and try to go to the house one more time. So
Well, why are we not getting on the field?
The
1, 2,
smart
3,
thing
4,
would be
5,
to
6,
take
7,
a knee.
8,
Put
9,
four guys-
10.
put four
Am I
guys
right,
back.
Mark Braxton? Robbie, smart thing would be to take a knee, right?
Well,
I mean,
you would
take
think,
a
but this
knee,
is
right?
Cleveland.
He
This is
ain't
Cleveland.
lined up to
Seconds.
take a knee.
No, he's
You can maybe run the ball here. Is that I wouldn't put this ball in the air and risk a pick or a pick six or
Jackson
anything like
Bird,
that.
he's going to
going
play
down,
it.
take a
Nope,
knee.
he
That's
takes
it.
a knee. That's it. We're
That'll
going
be
to
it.
halftime.
Yep.
It is halftime. It is halftime. 23-14. Boy, oh boy.
18 minutes.
Yep, 18-minute halftime. So I don't know what that
So
is.
18 minutes, they got to sing your
we did
festivities, and they got the band.
We did 15 the other night.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So we're gonna do 18 and 3 because I guess they have a big band performance.
Yep.
So
about 21 minutes to reset the batteries and recharge. Kim Winslow, down to you.
Yeah, I told you there was some frustration on the sideline. It's amazing what a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown can do to just change the energy on the sideline. And it's perfect timing. They can go into halftime. They know they're still in this game, make those adjustments, get a stop to start the second half, and they're right back in it. And we talked, they're a big third-quarter team, and it looks like I was going to try to listen, and it looks like they will be heading to the
locker room.
To the locker room.
yeah, somewhere down there.
Amazing.
Yeah,
23-14.
You know, you look at everything that happened, and you know, can you say it was a good half of football? It was sloppy.
So-so.
It wasn't the best, but
wasn't
they
the best.
hung with
exactly. But you know, both teams, you know, and that's the thing is I think Clayton played with a lot of emotion, and again made some mistakes early on that last drive. You know, where we give up the long, 30-yard touchdown pass, give up on the screenplay. We still got to maintain outside leverage, and then on the short field going the other way, we had 2 15-yard penalties, I believe, on one of the drives as well. So again, we've aided the Cleveland Rams, and we talked about the pregame. We've got to stop that. We can't have that happen where we give them free yards and allow them to move down the football field.
Well, that's true because whether I like them or not, they're a good football team.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, a good football team, you can't give them opportunities that they don't need.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a good one for sure, no doubt about it. And Braxton, again, you got 20 minutes, go in the locker room, reset, hash it out, right? Still plenty of football. And again, you feel like you're down and out. You feel like there's just elation on the sideline for the Comet crew in the stands. And then all of a sudden there is a jubilation and a resurgence again because of what we saw McCoy do running 92, 95 yards.
Right, and we're going to look back later in the second half and at the end of this game, and that's a play I think we can point to. If Clayton comes back and wins this game, you're down 23-7, and all of a sudden you've got a kickoff return by McCoy 95 yards to the house to put you, within 2 scores. And then you go into the locker room, you get your mental reset, you make your adjustments, and then you hang your hat on the fact that you are the number 1 defense in this conference. Go out there and show it, and if you do that and you make a couple of simple adjustments for Clayton, I think this game is very much within reach.
And by the way, Braxton and Robbie, I don't like this stat, but I will say it anyway. So far, Clayton's offense has allowed the most points of the season of anybody in this game tonight.
Yeah, and that's the
Clayton's defense.
Yeah, the defense. Yeah, the defense, and that's again, it's attributed to mistakes and big plays. So what they've got to do now, they got to regroup. They got to say, okay, what can we do to stop? Because they've had him in their grass 2 or 3 times. He's throwing the ball to a spot, and his receivers are happen to be there because they know where they're supposed to be. But then also what you got to look at is offensively. The middle of the field is wide open because they're playing cover 2 defense, Cleveland is. So we can run tight ends. We can run crossing routes in the middle. If they see that, they should be able to kind of manipulate what they need to do in the second half. And they're still doing some patchwork on the field right now. Yeah, doing a little cleanup work. But guys, I mean, all in all, 23-14. You look at it and go, as bad as we played in the first half, Clayton, we're still in this thing. We gave them a bunch of yards and 2 touchdowns.
Jackie, fix the camera. It's really cattywampus. Under 15 minutes left to go. It looks like we might have an emergency, so they're summoning some rescue to try to quickly leave the area. Because there is an emergency somewhere here on the property. Oh my goodness, it is a packed house here. And it is 23-14 here at John Jacobs Stadium. Braxton, what are they talking about in the locker room right now? What is the vibes with Coach Scott Chadwick? Because, hey, be pumped up, defensively make the stop when they get the ball back to start the third quarter. You're back in this game again.
Right, and right now my message to them is you've got one half of football to show me what team you are. Are you a team that's going to roll over and give up down 9? Or are you a team that's going to come back and win this game for not only you, for your whole town? Yeah. And that because that's what's on the line right now. Not only is it a playoff spot, yeah, you're already guaranteed to play in the playoffs right now. You've always got a shot at the state championship. You're guaranteed at least one more game after this.
That's right. They will be at home on November 15th for the first round of the playoffs.
Right, but you've got bragging rights for the next 365 days, and I'd argue to say sometimes that is a little bit sweeter.
That's exactly right.
So you've got a half of football to show me what kind of team you are. Are you going to buckle down? Are you going to make the plays that nobody else wants to make? And are you going to want it more? You show me who wants it more, and I think if you do that, make the couple of adjustments, which the defense seemed to adjust well there in the second half. The safety didn't help, and then the short field, I mean, there's not much you can really do there. Can't blame too much on the defense, but at the same time, the defense has to step up here in the second half.
Yeah, to this point, Wesley, so far we have played 456 minutes of football in 9.5 football games. Not to say the season comes down to the last 24 we're going to play.
That's right.
But we got 24 minutes in this season to play before we get to the playoffs. So what are you going to leave out there for the next 24 minutes? I'm going to leave everything I got. I'm going to play 1,000%. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to just take it, just go all out for the next 24 minutes.
You give me your everything.
We are at the half. Kim, if you can, go find Carlos and let's try to get his mic back working again.
Carlos is right there.
I know if he keep his headset on, we could hear us talking to him, but he ain't done it all night. 23-14 and about 12 and a half minutes here before we start the start of the third quarter. So right now, let's just step away. We'll thank our sponsors, Braxton, Mark, Robbie, myself. We'll take a break. And we'll be back with more here in just a moment. We're also at the top of the hour. We'll pause for 10 seconds of network identification from John Jacobs Stadium. 23-14 at the half. This is presented by U.S. Sports Uniforms and Fast Track Designs.
Hey, CRN's Kim Winslow here. We are proud to announce that U.S. Sports Uniforms is the new official apparel provider for the Community Radio Network team for all of our coverage of Clayton Comets athletics for the 2023-2024 season. U.S. Sports Uniforms can supply you with high-quality yet affordable uniforms for football, basketball, baseball, softball, lacrosse, and soccer, as well as jerseys for ice hockey and BMX